So I want to tell you about an artist today, and his name is Wayne Thiebaud. And you can see up here how his name is spelled, but it is pronounced Thiebaud. And that is going to be your password today, so I want you to try to remember that. Wayne Thiebaud. Everyone say that with me, please. Wayne Thiebaud. So again, that's your password for today. Wayne Thiebaud, he is an American artist, and he is from California. And I think you're really going to like his artwork. If you're not hungry now, you're probably going to be hungry pretty soon here. So this is one of his paintings, and so you can see he paints dessert, and that is what he's known for, is painting different foods. And he paints them to look pretty real, and they look delicious. I'm going to show you some more here. So here's some cakes, and he puts the paint on pretty thick. So like for his cakes, the frosting, if you looked at a real painting, we can't see it on the computer here, but if you looked at a real one, the paint is on so thick that the paint almost looks like the frosting on his cakes. But these do look good enough to eat, and if you've ever had these kind of ice cream cones, these are fun with the little faces on them. Now he does paint candy also. Pies, donuts, milkshakes. I bet you're getting hungry. Ooh, these are all delicious looking. Lots of different kinds of sundaes. Okay, so he doesn't always paint desserts, so you can see this is a bunch of hot dogs here sitting on the table, and some sandwiches. And he does paint other things too that are not food, but that is what he's known for, is painting these pictures of different foods. Now I'm going to show you a few here of cupcakes, because that is what we're going to be doing. So if you remember the paper that we painted a pattern on last week, we're going to turn that into the bottom part of the cupcake. So lots of times you've seen those cupcakes that have, or the cupcakes, you have the wrapper on the bottom and you have to peel that off before you eat it. So that pattern that we painted is going to be like a pattern that would have been on that cupcake wrapper, and you'll get to choose what color frosting you want. Here's another one of some cupcakes he did. And so your choices for your frosting colors are going to be white, brown, and pink, kind of like these three here. So you have different flavor options for your cupcake frosting. And this is the last one I'm going to show you. I like this one. It looks really good. And you can see there's some sprinkles on the frosting on this one. We're going to do that too. Alright, so get ready. Here we go.
Okay, so when you have your paper that you painted last week with the pattern on it, you're going to turn it over on the back. And I'm going to use a marker for this so you guys can see my lines, but you can just use a pencil or a crayon. And at the bottom, what you're going to do is put your four fingers together and line your pinky finger up at the corner. We're going to use our hand to measure. So you have your four fingers here, and I'm just going to make a mark on the other side of my hand. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, so I'll line this finger up now with the corner of the paper, and I will make a mark on this side. And then you're going to draw a line, and we're not using rollers, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but from this corner to that line. So just down like that, and then same thing on this side, from this corner down to this line that I made. And this creates a trapezoid shape, and this is also going to make a really nice bottom of our cupcakes. So once you have those lines, you're going to cut on those lines. And the scrap paper, you can either put in the trash can, or if you would like to keep it to use it for something else, you could do that too, because it does have a little bit of paint on it. Once you have the trapezoid made for the bottom of the cupcake, you can go to the supply table and choose the paper that you want for the frosting. Your color choices are white, brown, or light pink. Once you have that, you can go back to the iPad section and watch the next video to learn how to create the frosting.